to wristwatchism and the hotly anticipated release of Laurier watches, the small brand from New York, with now 5 models in their stable. They continuously sell out, and this latest model, the Gemini chronograph, sold out in 5 minutes.
Yes, this is a very rare box. The Laurier Gemini was dropped about 2-3 weeks ago. It's sold out in about 5 minutes. All the 3 colors that they do. This is a long-awaited model from them. It's their first manual chronograph. Let's unbox it. Cardboard box, not too fantastic, so I'm going to open it up. So Laurier has been very good at including this because this is a manual chronograph, and you know, this is a watch that appeals to us watch fanatics, but still a lot of people do not understand the technicalities of a manual wind chronograph, how to use it, what to look out for, the do's and don'ts. This is very useful. Thank you, Laurier. And it is a nice leather watch roll. For the viewers, I've actually not unboxed this yet. This is the actual unboxing. This is my own watch. Very happy to have this because as you know, it sold out incredibly quickly, so quite excited now. Let's have a look at what's inside here. This is the lovely leather watch roll that Laurier do for their watches, and inside here you will find a oops, what's that? I'm not going to show you that yet. You have to be patient. This is the guarantee card, and obviously here you have the main reason for, one of the main reasons for actually buying a micro brand watch, the personal touch. Back here, I'm not going to show you that because it's for me, but back there is a personal message from Lauren and Lorenzo of Laurier Watches. They actually remembered that it was my 50th birthday last week, so kudos to them. And you will not get this when you walk into the shop and buy an Omega, so remember that. Now have a look, and here we are. This is the Laurier Gemini, their first manual chronograph, and it looks splendid. I'm going to take off this plastic now for you. First time I'm completely unwrapping it. I'm very, very happy with this. I'll just twiddle this around a bit for you to see, and then I'll size it up and come back with a quick review. Yes, it looks brilliant. This is it. I'm trying to make this a short off-the-cuff review. It's difficult because the Laurier Gemini is superb and I can just talk about it for like 20 minutes. I'm trying not to. The first thing you'll notice is that it is quite thin. It's a nice slender design. The case, if you looked at my Laurier Neptune review, you'll notice that the case is quite thin compared to the Neptune. Not thin, but it's thinner. More comfortable. The size of the case with the angled bevels are superb. The size is fantastic. I love this about vintage watches where you actually get to see a bit of the strap if you have smaller wrists like I do. It's not a huge chunky watch that actually hangs outside. So it's one of the reasons I'm one of the many people who are into the size diameter reduction at the moment. Quality is really nice. The black lacquer dial with the recessed subdials with the circular graining is vintage perfect. You look at this, you could look at a Hoya or a Breitling from the 60s. You get some of the clues from a the Daytona, and there are no details that you don't need, like the tachymeter. I mean, who uses a tachymeter? Instead, they've done a very clean bezel with a nice 12-hour 24 click they can actually use as a basic GMT. Fantastic idea. The nice monochrome design with the red Gemini logo, fantastic. Just the right clues, a general feel of a superb chronograph from the 60s, and with that bracelet, which is so comfortable you've got no idea. Yeah, I think it's love at first sight. I'm going to be wearing this today and really struggle to take it off. Just a quick mention again about the movement. The Seagull ST19 movement is a movement that is becoming quite popular with the smaller brands now. It's got exactly the right feel and look of a vintage manual movement from the 60s, as it is based on a Swiss Venus movement. It is very exact, it's quite easy to service, and it makes for a slim case, and the size is just right. Yeah, love it. Yes, there is a reason this watch sold out in 5 minutes. Watch out for the restock on the Laurier website. Superb value for money, a super sharp case with the right details, all the right design clues of a vintage chronograph without being an homage.